Oh, hello. Everybody's hungry. I guess we better make some food. Gee, that doesn't happen every day. You'll pardon me if I run a little long tonight. What we're making is, how to describe this? If you make it wrong, it's tomato goo. You make it right, it's the most magnificent thing you've ever tasted. Yeah, technique creates flavor. I've been trying to make this food literally for years. So what do we got? Well, the ingredients have a little bit to do with it too. So let's start with some ingredients. Overpriced olive oil. Yeah, you want the good stuff, and it costs too much. And you use too much of it in this dish. Did that show up on camera? Okay. Let me show this to you because it's important. That is entirely not going to show up, but it's a fair amount of olive oil. Yeah. Like I said, I've been trying to make this dish for years and it always turned out wrong. It is your basic tomato basil pasta, and I failed to grasp some of the concepts. So, in the pan, on the stove, I got too much olive oil. Too much expensive olive oil. Let's put some heat under that. Now, on this channel, I have repeatedly gone against crushed garlic because crushed garlic is messy and it literally is almost an abuse of garlic. Let's crush some garlic. And I hated that. And I hated doing that. Why am I crushing my garlic after all of these diatribes about not crushing your garlic? It's a technique, you know? I've never liked it, but this is how you do it. What we're creating is a very, very strongly flavored olive oil. So we are using the French/Italian technique of crushing your garlic and then frying it in hot, I don't know if you heard that sizzle, olive oil. Oh, good heavens. Do not do this if you're afraid of having your house smell like garlic. All right. So, real constructive lesson number 1. Garlic has 1,000 different flavors. This is one of them. And for this recipe, it is required. We do everything real time here, so I'm sorry I'm going to have to bore you with garlic frying in oil. And that's literally what we are doing. Yes, I'm in my kitchen, which is the size of a small galley aboard a ship. Okay. So as stated, garlic has 1,000 different flavors. And what we are doing is embracing one of the sharpest of them. Oh heavens, that is a smell. How you know when you're doing this right? You will smell it. You're going to be saving those garlic cloves. In theory, in the classic recipe, you discard them, but they're too good to throw out. Chef's privilege. I get those. Yeah. So here I have some garlic cloves turning golden brown way too quickly for my preference. 3 of them. Yes, this is a very garlic forward dish. And in the pan now, I have an intensely garlic flavored oil that's very hot, and nothing has burned. Very important, no burned garlic. Let's see if we can show you this. Oh, you get an idea. Caramelized garlic. Oh. Baby, it's good to be the cook. Okay. Turn that down, because most of the cooking's done. Now, I bought these, a can of crushed tomatoes at the import store. That was a little too hot. Lesson number 1 of cooking, you will occasionally make mistakes. Delightfully, that will have no impact on the flavor, no real impact. Okay. The main thing to do with that can of tomatoes is to get rid of the canned flavor. And to do that, you use a little heat and throw in a little salt, because salt is flavor. Little black pepper. And in a tribute to Lydia Bastianich, a little bit of red pepper flakes. So on this channel we always say cooking is easy, and it is. So in this pan we have olive oil, the essence of fried garlic, an imported can of crushed tomatoes, salt, pepper, red pepper flakes. And that is all I'm putting in. Oh my God. All right. So, if you've seen my show about pasta bolognese, you know the secret to my pasta bolognese is doing everything wrong. This time we are doing everything right. Here I have 2 supermarket packets of basil. Yeah, if you buy the food, you know. Those stupid little things, those little plastic boxes full of basil. And the thing is, if I put them in now, by the way, they've been rinsed and I'm currently chopping them up. The heavy stems have been removed. I only have 10 minutes. I can't show you too much. Although this heavy stem has remained, in spite of my best efforts. What I'm going to do is throw about 1/3 of them in. Why only 1/3? Because when you cook fresh herbs, their flavor becomes less fresh and more cooked. Oh my good heavens. So what's going on? All right. So, 3 cloves of garlic. Cooked them up. And way too much olive oil. Enjoy that chef's privilege. It's a good thing. Pulled them out of the oil, left behind some very strongly flavored oil. Can of imported, expensive, overpriced, crushed tomatoes. 2 supermarket packs of basil. Rinsed. We wash everything here. So what am I going to do with this stuff? Well, when the pasta's ready, you might actually hear the water boiling behind me. Yeah, we are using long pasta tonight. I'm going to cook that up. Throw that into that pasta sauce. And top it with the basil. This is the secret. I'm basically making a basil tomato salad. Here on the channel we talk a lot about pasta in the rest of the world being basically tomato or pasta salad, and this is a prime example of it. You want the basil fresh, otherwise you won't taste it. Otherwise it's just green slime. So I can see that I've gone over my 10-minute limit. My apologies. That's pasta. Tomato basil pasta, the classic. Take too much garlic, smash it, fry it in olive oil, that's the expensive stuff. Add a can of crushed tomatoes, that's the expensive stuff. Just before you add the pasta, throw in the basil that you paid too much for, and have an amazing dinner. Top it with Parmesan. And yeah, it's a healthy dinner. We are actually having it with a Caesar salad tonight. I used my fish sauce instead of anchovy recipe. You can find that on my channel, The Egg Trick. And that's it. That's dinner. It cost a little too much tonight, but we'll make up for it in my cholesterol count going down. So will you. So that's it. This is social media. Please be good social citizens and subscribe. Thank you and goodbye.